Welcome to the Rough Tackle podcast here, where we discuss everything Ghana Premier League. Match day 10 done and dusted, and we are moving on to match day 11 with some cracking games coming up, especially on TV3 and on Onya TV, and we'll be delving into all those games. But let's do a quick recap of what happened in match day 10. My name is Mutala Yakubu here with Francis and, of course, Dela as well. Let's start with the Mediema, who are the league leaders. They came up against 11 Wonders, and for the first time I thought, Coach J. Sapon was going to get his first win in the Ghana Premier League.
But Mediema Francis.
Yeah.
I never know.
Why you don't know say your name is Francis? Why?
It doesn't look like somebody.
It doesn't look Francis.
Yeah.
Usually Francis be like how? Quiet.
But mine not quiet. Have you seen me in my normal life?
So you
aside
like
the
what?
studio?
You look what? Barnabas.
I'm Francis.
Like some, you see them.
Then okay.
I'm Francis.
Charlie, we talk the 11 Wonders game. It looks like 11 Wonders. Is it too little, too late for them? Even though we are not done with the first round, for me, I look at the team and it's like, I don't know where they are going to get the wins from.
Mutala, see, if you look at 11 Wonders themselves, the way they took over the slots and the way they swapped the slot with Legon Cities, we all know that it's Legon Cities. That is 11 Wonders.
Oh, it's not. It not be Legon Cities.
Mutala.
Legon Cities are in Division 1.
Legon Cities 11 Wonders.
The owner of Legon Cities is the owner of 11
There's
Wonders.
an affinity, but
See,
it's not the same team.
Mutala, the owners of Legon Cities are the same people running 11 Wonders.
True.
And I feel like they've not actually recovered from the relegation that hit Legon Cities last season. And you know one thing, when you get relegated and you are going to get another slot, you are supposed to maintain the core of the best players that went on relegation, and then you bring them to join the new project. Then you recruit to be able to come and augment the strength of whatever you have. But it's like when they got relegated, everything Lagos Cities just got thrown out of the window. And this is like an entirely new project. And in the Ghana Premier League, it's a brutal league. It's a league that doesn't give you the opportunity to settle. You've got to hit the ground running right from the onset. Because the moment you are being picked at premium by the rest of the bunch in the Ghana Premier League, then it will be extremely difficult for you to shuffle yourself and to be able to come back and then start winning games. And if you look at Legon Cities, it doesn't look like time is on their side to be able to adjust themselves and come back and tackle the league. Because we are in match week 10. And look at their point tally. They are hugging the bottom, the basement of the league table. And this league, how many number of teams hug the bottom up to this level and manage to survive relegation? Only one. That is Kpando Heart of Lions 2 seasons ago. So it will be extremely difficult for... See, I am not a prophet of doom, but based on precedence, and if you've covered this league for some time, it will tell you that it's not looking good for them, and they are one of the genuine contenders to be relegated from the Ghana Premier League.
You they talk relegation, you are adding genuine.
Genuine. They are not pretenders. They are genuine contenders for relegation
Charlie,
from the Ghana Premier League.
Somebody is fighting for relegation, you are saying they are genuine.
They are genuine. They will go.
Like they deserve it.
They deserve to go based on what they are doing. See, Mutala, we've followed
But
this.
they've changed coaches. They've brought in an experienced manager, someone that people have even likened to Sam Allardyce.
Mutala, with all due respect to Coach J. Sapon, okay? When was the last time Coach J. Sapon got a Ghana Premier League job?
It's been over a decade.
So what is he bringing on board? Even in the Division 1, when was the last time he had a job?
But we've had a coach like Masoud Didi Dramani also leaving the scene.
Didi Dramani,
about a decade,
listen.
come back
Coach
and
J.
he's doing
Sapon
well
was doing panditry jobs. Didi Dramani was with Right to Dream in Ghana, Northern.
the local Black Stars at a point.
Look, so he has.
I think just 2 years ago.
You
when we
understand?
failed to qualify.
He has sharpened his rough edges. And if you give him the job, we are in match week 10, going to match week 11. Didi Dramani has lost only one game to arch rivals Kumasi Asante Kotoko in some sort of circumstances. Away from home, we've seen how Hearts of Oak struggle in the last 2 seasons. But now they play their best football away from home. This season, they've won only one game at home. So it tells you that this is a gaffer who knows the in and out of the Ghana Premier League. Former winner of the league with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So you know him. And look at his signings. Baba Adamu Division 1. You look at the Olympics guy, Godwin Kujo from Great Olympics. So you look at Frank Boraduku from Vision. And these guys are all coming to the line. Look at the midfielder, George Parku. From these are exciting players in the Ghana Premier League. So if you look at the Legon Cities project, I say the 11 Wonders project, time is not on their part. And it will take something extraordinary if they'll be able to play themselves out of the trouble in which they find themselves.
Well, I mean, not looking good for 11 Wonders, even though they are playing some very delightful football. But it looks like the results are not just coming. They even missed the penalty against Mediema.
Yeah. The center cannot hold. So
This one, the center no they hold.
Yeah,
Even bringing on Jay Sapon,
A lot
an
of
experienced
things.
manager like him.
Because
But he's vowed that the team is not going to be relegated.
we are wishing him the best of luck. I think I've said it on countless times. Last week I was here. I just feel they need to do the right thing. What they have to do is they should just take their team to Techiman and see if they can grind some results. They need the community to be behind them because at Legon is basically everybody's home. Any team that comes there, and because you're a newly promoted team, you don't have the experienced players. I don't know if they have the resources to get some experienced players in the league to augment their team. If they don't, then this means that, just as Blackgate said, I think maybe they should have tried and maintained some of the players that's played in the Legon Cities team. Try and add them to the 11 Wonders. Or even perhaps some of the 11 Wonders players, that helped them to qualify into the Premier League. They should have managed to sell a project to them and get some of the core players. Basically, they should have built a proper team and do the right things. I think, first of all, going in for Odatelamte would have been an assistant to a coach who understands the Premier League, not necessarily an experienced manager, but somebody who has coached the Premier League before. They moved from Odatelamte, who we don't remember the last time he coached the Premier League, to another coach who has basically been out of
I
coaching.
think Odatelamte was somewhere 2011 when
Yeah,
Levin
with
Wise
yes, you see,
together with
Sika
Sika
Akono.
Akono.
that's like long time ago.
Yeah.
Although he has been coaching, but not at that highest level.
Blue Lamp Academy.
See, the Premier League, the Ghana Premier League is a tough league, not only for the players, but for even you, the technical team. Even you yourself as a journalist, as a reporter, when you travel and you come back, how do you look tired? Do you get me? So those kind of stress and pressure, it gets it to the manager. If the manager is not used to them things, or go 2 away matches bar. What do you mean? You know, go fit sit there and think again.
Yeah.
Especially when the results not they go your way. So, but you need a coach who is brutal and has been through that stress before. Such a person knows how it feels. Some venues he knows that this match I they go lose. This match I they go get my best go fit be draw. But if you go to some matches and open up, like that's why teams like it was what was the name? This team where they did Swede All Blacks like this. Then go some grounds, then for sit back then defend. Then they go open up, then go score goal, sit down, make the team
They are
come
playing
equalize.
Egyptian football.
Yes, but if you understand, say some grounds if you open up too much, then go score you. Anyway, like therefore make the women do their demonstration.
Well,
Like-
talking about All Blacks, quick one on Heartofok. They drew against All Blacks, but the highlight of that draw was Solomon Agbasi finally making his debut. And on social media, it looks like people make surprise, say, this goalkeeper will be good like that.
Yeah,
Is it that people did not know Agbasi or what?
I always say Ghana until maybe you see now the league is free to air. Some time ago, like it was on TV, but it was not free to air.
Yeah.
So people don't really they watch. See, they tell people don't really they watch the Premier League like that until now. So they know the players
Oh, okay.
until either the match is against Haas or Kotoko or it's on TV.
Yeah.
So people don't really they watch the Premier League. Like that's why somebody can say Razak Simpson has lost form. It's simply because once Otuado know they call him there, they assume that he has lost
And
form.
Nations have been on TV like twice.
Yes, so he think say the guy lose form. Meanwhile, the football they play, it be the same thing they play. Just be say the coach way you know they call him. And if Agbasi, the coach, me I say goalkeepers in the Premier League, Agbasi is the best. Like the goalkeepers, then they catch the Premier League.
The Ghana Premier
The
League.
Premier League now.
It's
Agbasi,
debatable.
it's not,
Lawrence
it's not,
Osei, Hearts of Lions.
oh, it's not.
No,
you can,
I'm
but
coming.
any name
Benjamin
that you bring-
Asari, Hearts of Oak. Black Stars #1 goalkeeper.
Me, Benjamin Asari is a great goalkeeper. You don't need to be the best to be the goalkeeper for the Black
Emmanuel
Stars.
Kobe, Gold Stars.
Oh, come on. All the goalkeepers you have mentioned, anybody that has followed the Premier League will tell you that Agbasi beats
But what
them.
I have seen,
Like,
but what I've seen in the last
Agbasi beats them.
3 years in the Ghana Premier League, if I am going for
Top 2.
the best goalkeeper in the
Come
league,
on.
I wouldn't blink an eye to talk about Solomon Agbasi.
Yes, like,
I mean, for me,
consistently 3 seasons.
He's a brilliant
He's
goalkeeper.
a
You know the story
Mutala,
behind Benjamin Asari.
Mutala, see, let me tell you one
Heart of
thing.
Folk were initially going for Agbasi.
Yes.
Then he got injured.
Yes.
But Benjamin Asari is a brilliant
Yeah, brilliant goalkeeper.
Mutala,
but-
what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
me, I've followed the Ghana Premier League for some time now.
Yeah.
I am telling you that in the last 2 years, the department of our league that has really improved
Is the
is the goalkeeping
Yes, that
department
one is true.
across.
That one is
See, the goalkeepers trainers around the Ghana Premier League have really taken the competition to the next level.
That one is true.
Prior to
Very true.
Benjamin Asari making the move to Hearts of Oak, Great Olympics got relegated. He finished that season with 16 clean sheets. A relegated team. He shut down the door 16 times. He was the best goalkeeper that season in the league. Okay? It's by no means fluke that he came to Hearts of Oak. We saw Agbasi. Without mincing words, Agbasi is one of the finest goalkeepers on the local terrain when he was Dreams FC. He was one of the reasons why Dreams FC went all the way to the semi-finals of the CAF Confederations competition.
Yeah.
Against Zamalek, we saw the first leg in Cairo, how he pulled off magnificent saves after saves, world-class saves. So we were thinking that at that time, he was going to have his breakthrough into the Black Stars. Kozito even said after the call-up that he felt like the Black Stars technical team didn't treat him right because he was at the top. He was on top of his game.
He got injured.
And he had to.
Within that period.
Then we were thinking at the end of the season, he had to move. Then he got injured.
Yeah. He
So
even had
for
an
Ghana,
offer.
don't blame the people. Don't blame the football fans. Out of sight, out of mind. He went out one season, an entire season
Yeah,
out of the game.
1 year.
So people will be wondering, what kind of a goalkeeper are we coming to expect? Is he coming back with a bang like the way we used to know him? And you and I, you shouldn't be shocked based on the kind of reception he got. He never showed any rustiness. He was sharp. His reflexes were top
It
notch.
looks like he was waiting for
And he
his
was the
opportunity.
Agbasi.
As a
When I-
Wachayate.
Yes, you see when I
He was the
anytime
Agbasi that we
if
got to
somebody-
know.
Yeah.
And he has proven that he's a big match player.
But you know
He
he's
took-
the third goalkeeper for us.
Yes,
Yes,
he
and
took,
that's the thing, oh.
sometimes in football, you just have to take the opportunity by both hands, grab it by the scruff of the neck,
Well,
and take a
do you
claim for
think this
yourself.
performance moves him from third to second?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
100%.
Yeah, he's the second.
Now, Shuaib will be in trouble. You'll be thinking, now my position has been swapped. Because after the game, we saw the commentary from the Hearts of Oak fans. Some of them, even at this point, if not that Benjamin
Asari
Asari
is
will not
not-
like to
Yeah,
risk
I
anything.
saw last year and a few say that Agbasi is the best goalkeeper.
They will not like to risk
even for
anything.
the-
No.
If today,
for Asari and Eddie.
I am
yeah,
telling you that
one
if
inches
today, in January, House of Oak should get an offer from the Arab world in the region of $500,000 US
to sell Asari.
to sell Asari, they'll be tempted to. Because now, the goalkeeping department of Hearts of Oak, Najao, will now have the confidence and tell them that, hey,
Agbasi can
Agbasi can hold the fort.
You know, I had this controversial thought that you see, you know that Karim Zito knows Agbasi very well.
Yeah.
I feel the signings Kotoko did there, Karim Zito should have added Agbasi to the signings because at that time that Zito was
Well,
making the
and
signings.
even with Hearts of Oak signing Agbasi, they needed to. It was a risk that they chose because he had been out for over a year. He
And
was
he
training on his
didn't- he didn't
own.
come cheap as well.
He wasn't with any club then, so he was training on his own. So it wasn't that easy.
Yeah, but I want to see. Anyway, it's true.
If you
Because
know
had-
me say, if you know me say Hearts of Oak fans, they know like Kwame. What's the name?
Kwame Ban.
yeah,
I mean, he was
Kwame Ban
training.
nearly joined.
Joined,
Hearts of
yes.
Oak.
He was training
But
while
the
they were
Hearts of Oak fans
negotiating.
vetoed against that, and they said any Agbasi for Agbasi Sahamai.
Samaya, yes, it's true. For Solomon, I think a lot of respect to House of Oak and the technical team
Yeah,
for also
yeah.
having a belief in him because he was out of football for almost 1 year, and we also have to give him credit for his mentality and being able to come back from what he went through. Because you see, he was nearly moving out. He had offers even in the domestic league. There were teams that were willing to put in a lot of money
I know.
to get him. unfortunately for him,
He
like
got
when he told
injured.
you how he got injured, just one training session, then he got
But
injured.
some
and then,
also
like,
feel that if he's not made the number one for next season, he could be on the move because he might not want to play second fiddle for another season.
Mutala, the reality is I don't see Benjamin Asari staying at Hearts of Oak beyond
after the World Cup.
After
the World
No,
Cup.
I don't think
And
Why
let
are
me,
you being agent?
let me tell you one
No, I
thing.
don't think
The
so.
offers
I
will
don't
come,
think
he will go. But let me tell you one thing. See, I was at the Pando Park, Hearts of Lions against BBN Gold Stars last season. Gold Stars played out a 0-0 storm to Hearts of Lions. And if you look at the kind of saves that Emmanuel Kobe pulled off at the Pando Park, I was shocked.
We have
See,
to do another podcast and talk
and
about
just try to digest the goalkeepers
like goalkeeping in the
Mutala, the goalkeepers in the
Donald,
league.
Donald will arrange that. One day we'll come and we'll
Yeah.
just talk about goalkeepers and
in
the
the
role that
Premier
they
League.
play. But
Yeah.
so Hearts of Oak drew that game 0-0 against Swedro Blacks, 1 point for them. Asante Kotoko played Adriana.
But Mutala, in that game, the Hearts of Oak strikers should look at themselves proper.
Abueduku.
Charlie.
Buraduku.
The coach coached
The
like,
glaring
2-0
chances they were missing.
But they got so many chances and missed.
And the coach coached like Didi Dramani
But
coached like
you
a
now
rookie.
they talk say Abueduku didn't even come to Hearts of Oak with any huge profile, so you don't even know why they signed
That
him.
boy, why didn't sign up?
You now they talk that because the boy didn't score more than 5. He didn't score 5 goals.
He scored against Kumasi Asante
I saw,
Kotoko.
Yes, and he wasn't even a regular starter for Vision FC.
And you know, when he came to Hearts of Oak, he showed them early glimpses of what he
But
can do.
you know-
in the off-season tournament, he scored against Kotoko, scored against Hearts of Lions. So if you are scoring against the best teams on the local league, on the local terrain, then people will expect that you carry that into the main season. And now here the season is and he's struggling.
Do we profile players before we buy them in this?
You have
part
to
of the
profile
country?
them. And you have to look at the project you have.
Because I've seen Kotoko and Haas make that
Just
mistake
signing
several
players.
signing players because they played well against them.
Okay,
Don't
so
be
Mutala,
surprised.
let's
I'm
not
telling
kill
you
him.
Today, don't be surprised that at the end of the season, Asante Kotoko will say they want Seydou Sana from Mediana.
Mutala,
because he played one of the best games in the
Against
Ghana
them.
Premier League
See.
against them.
Ellie, let me tell Mutala one thing, okay? One thing that Hearts of Oak have done that's it's good for them in terms of what they want to do as in today, tomorrow, and the future is the fact that almost about 90% of the new signings that Coach Didi Dramani actually gave them the green light to sign has the tendency to mature and develop their game because they are young guys.
Yeah, sure.
20, 21, 22. Unlike people that sign players in 28, 29, 30. Development-wise, they can't develop.
Yeah.
So let's leave Boraduku. He's
Well,
21, 22 years.
He's so young,
Time is on his part.
and I'm sure he will
side.
learn. So
They will work on it.
they drew that game. Asante Kotoko drew with Adriana, but then they played the midweek game. So let's focus on the midweek game. 1-1 against Young Apostles. 99th minute, had a penalty, controversial. Let me throw this straight to you first. Dela, do you think the referee was right to award that penalty? This morning, I heard the referee's chairman, Alex Corte, say that the referee got it wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong. And I like his honesty. I think sometimes we just have to be honest.
Yeah.
So that
You
people
don't find
get-
too many
you know, now you
people
come-
like that
Yeah,
being
like
honest.
maybe now
Yeah.
when you they try explain that,
Yeah.
then yes, I know saying before cry.
Yeah.
For make people know, say the referee can be a human being.
Yeah.
When he's wrong, he's wrong.
Yes,
And for
human.
me, I watched another video, and you see, no, a lot of people don't know this, but you know, I'm a referee. I'm a trained referee.
Yeah.
So I'm
Masa be legon. Whole week, then you can't take so then you go take money. Then you go chop against people. You think I don't know?
You know-
I've heard all those things. Whole week.
You know,
They
say-
say they take bypass. Those
Oh!
times. Whole week for legon. You go chop against you right now.
we did TV top right now. People go think say, yeah, I dey take money.
But you never, so you were never bribed.
How you go bribe
The
somebody? for
Munchindi
the-
ball. You don't take money
Whole
before.
week.
How you go
Hey,
take
they
money?
say take away, they take bribe this guy.
Then girls.
Hey.
Oh, that be like, I just feel sometimes, you know, you just have to be straightforward and honest to people. But anyway, I'm a trained referee.
Yeah.
I know be say.
Oh, I know about that. I have pictures of you.
And also, I don't take anybody money. Make you know, you go finish then somebody will come say, but I'm just trying to say that I'm somebody that speaks positively for referees as well. But sometimes you have to be quick to admit it when some of the decisions were wrong. And I think either the referee was trying to do cancel because there was an incident where I felt the
Samuel Nel, the
Yes.
goalkeeper on Samuel Nel.
no, not there was an incident that I think was a penalty for Kotoko.
Yeah,
And
it was the
The goalkeeper clattered into him from the
bringing
back.
Sambo Nel down. It was a clear
It was
penalty
like,
for Kotoko.
it was a penalty. He
The referee
ignored
got
it.
that wrong. He ignored it.
And I think because of that, he needed to cancel it with another penalty. And
To
that's
make
why he-
amends.
Yes, and that's
elsewhere.
why he
But it
went
doesn't
for
work that way.
But it doesn't work like that. You can't commit 2 errors and try and cancel
Same thing
it out.
happened in the Adriana game. Ediana should have been awarded a legitimate penalty. It was waived off. Kotoko should have been awarded a penalty because Alex Boache, I mean, his foot was high
into the chest of Morfin
Donzo. The referee ignored.
These things, you see, and me, my problem in all this is that we don't have to create an impression where fans will feel the results of a football game is predetermined or is a must-win for a particular team at all costs. Because you see, when it happens like that, it affects the credibility of the league and the competitiveness of the tournament. You see, if you look at before the season started, there were a lot of people that were on social media and public. When you meet people, they say, this is in the Saint League deal. Like people will look at me and say, Nations winning the league.
Yeah.
Because of how we lost the league
last season's league.
And now the system will come together and let us win the league. Look at Nations FC and where we find ourselves now. Imagine, flip it, assuming we started the season and we are beating everybody. There will be a narration that, the system is trying to
favoring,
And this kind of things is fueled by these little moments that happens in our game. So for me, no matter how it is, and I like how Uncle Alex came out.
I'm super happy.
I want to have a little bite of this refereeing thing. See, the supporters of Kumasi Asante Kotoko got to understand that journalists are not targeting Kotoko. Journalists are not targeting the Ghana Premier League. Journalists are talking to the most pressing issue at hand as we speak. This is what feeds us. This is what we work around. See, branding this season around the Ghana Premier League has been taken to the next level.
Right.
The TV rights coverage has been taken to the next level. But the skirmishes from last season from the refereeing department is what we are seeing. And like you said, self-retrospection is the best. And awareness, and then you being frank or truthful to yourself to say, I've accepted this, we are wrong. That tells us that the referees appointment committee chair, Alex Cote, realizes that what they are doing is wrong, and now they have to put their foot on the ground to get things done.
And I was very happy he admitted.
He admitted.
See, solving a problem is realizing you have a
He basically broke down the thing. He said the Kotoko attacker actually initiated the entangling.
Yeah, he did it.
So even if the referee is going to whistle for an infringement, it should be against the Kotoko attacker. But in that occasion, you should let common sense rule by allowing play to go on so that you don't favor anybody.
Of course.
So the penalty decision for Kotoko is wrong. We just want the referees to get these things done properly, because the league right now is like everything. The bad publicity around the league right now is on top of the head of the referees, and they have to come back stronger. They have to look at themselves in the mirror and start giving us the best, because we want to talk about the goals, we want to talk about the flicks, the dunks,
it shouldn't be about
it shouldn't be about the referees, because we hate to talk about
brilliant goal.
Brilliant goal.
You know, that should have been what will be dominating the conversation.
We get to talk about
that goal that who scored.
You see, we get to talk about the negatives of the Ghana Premier League, and nobody should blame the Ghana Football Association. The Ghana Football Association wasn't the one that took the penalty.
Yes.
How will I say, the branding and awareness and everything around the Ghana Premier, they didn't take the penalty. It is the referees, and the referees, they should know what is right and start calling the right decision, so that we will all enjoy the league like we love it.
Alex Corte has spoken, and we are hoping that match 11 would be better. So let's talk about the two games that will be on TV3 and on Unia TV. Start Saturday, Mediema, TNA, Ibrahim Tanko, even before the season ended last season, vowed to ensure that they would win the Ghana Premier League. They are coming up against Bichim United, who have already parted ways with the manager, brought in Kwabena Misa, and the results seem to be coming. TNA, 3:30 on Saturday.
Mutala, I've watched Mediema in about 4 games this season. They are genuine title contenders. You know, say Salim served the bench. See, Mediema is one of the teams that will have a proper crack at the Ghana Premier League, and they will have a say in the final destination of the Ghana Premier League this season.
That will be where the 2 Black Star boys.
Yes, absolutely.
Kelvin and Prince Owusu.
See, I watched them play against Hogwarts United. We did their game last 2 weekends at the Hogwarts Park.
The 1-1.
They played on the front foot. They didn't play like a typical Ghana Premier League team that will go away and sit deep, soak pressure, and try to play on the counter. They moved the ball around the pitch in a typical 4-2-3-1 formation with variations of 4-3-3. And Ibrahim Tanko is calm about the way he goes about his business. And if you look at the demeanor of their players, they play like we can play at any venue, play our normal game and grind out the result and move away. Kwakwa United played one of the finest games in the Ghana Premier League on that day. but they managed to break Okwe down, they played in their faces, tried to detect the tempo, play their normal game. And it's a beauty on the eye. I wasn't surprised that they are playing and they are on top of the league together with Heart of Lions on 21 points. And if you look at what they are doing at Tackle TNA Park, it will take something extraordinary for away teams to go there and break them down and get results out of them.
Okay.
Like I'm telling you, I will always fancy them to beat the away teams there because what they are doing is scary.
Charlie, they have a solid squad.
Yeah.
I mean, the likes of Salim sometimes finding themselves on the bench. Prince Owusu away on Black Star duty together with Kelvin and Nkrumah, and they are still winning games.
Yeah, I think Prince went away for a couple of 2 matches and they still went ahead to win the game. See, I think beginning of this podcast, the first episode, I mentioned that if you are looking at title favorites, they are title contenders. And they have one of the best coaches in the Premier League. He understands the Premier League, and last time I told you that if the environment is right, you have to trust Ibrahim Tanko to deliver. And at least he has a track record. Look at what he did with Accra Lions. And Tanko and Midiama is like a perfect fit because Uncle Moses will give you all the resources. He'll give you the environment and everything to do the job. And once you give Ibrahim Tanko that, trust him that he will deliver. And look at the football they've been playing. I think he makes Midiama title favorite. What they will need, and I told you the other time, is the little spark. Mm-hmm. If they're able to find the spark and the momentum, try and get some good away results. Because at home, a lot of teams will struggle to beat them. Even away on the road, teams will struggle to beat them.
So you feel towards the tail end of the season when we're having a title conversation, Midiama will be in there. Well, that game is on Saturday at 3:30 on TV3 on URTB. Your former club, Dreams FC, are also playing against Sweden All Blacks. Last 4 matches, All Blacks, they don't win any of that. The girls or the women in Sweden say they will do naked demonstration against the coach. The demonstration will happen. They pain a lot of people like Francis. Say that demonstration will happen.
Why you go mention my name? Me, I tell you, I want them. I want to see naked.
So you pain a lot of people like Donald and Mandela.
You know, being say one see naked body.
Yeah, you pain them. But the special on Ahmed Fati, your own man, he won't play some fine football, but it looks like the fine football he's playing, it's not bringing the results.
You see,
All Blacks should then get everything. No. They have investors.
Yes,
they have a good stadium. At least
and
they are one of the most supported teams in the Ghana Premier League this season.
They always have a full house.
Against Asafok,
they
saw
always
the numbers.
have a full house. But they are not getting the result.
First of all, before I go into it, like the Nanano for allow make the girls do the demonstration because it would be nice see the team know they win. Like them for demonstration. Make a talk about matter. What you do?
Oh, make it talking.
Therefore do the demonstration because they are not happy with the coach. Therefore vent out. So therefore still go ahead and do. But see, I worked with when I was at Dreams. I worked with Verich when he was at Dreams, and
the Serbian.
Yes, and he was trying to get our players to play on a certain level. Mm-hmm. The truth is that it takes a couple of time to get our boys to play,
to understand
exactly how you want
them to play.
Because sometimes
Zito has said that several times.
Yes, sometimes it's the like you see the basic. Like most of our boys be typical street boys, then learn the ball on the streets.
The 4-4-2.
Yes.
And not here.
Typical small post ball.
I understand.
So sometimes not many of the boys go through the academy system where they got that proper education.
So switching formation then things
stay in the zones.
Yeah. Covering spaces, moving here. It not be easy like that.
It takes time. The Premier League to us, Blackgate said in the beginning of it doesn't give you time to settle. You feel me? So when you come, you have to find a way to balance, trying to, because All Blacks against nations at home, there were moments where they want to play from the back, but you saw that their centre backs
were not comfortable.
One way or the other gave the ball away. See, playing from the back, you need a very technically gifted centre back, a good goalkeeper who can play with the feet, and also a DM who has the ability to understand movement. Those things you need like half a season to be able to be ready to go and compete. Nobody get time give you like that.
That coach will come hard to folk. The Dutch coach, I always forget.
Hiddink.
He one time said that he needs to make the boys play the Ghanaian way. That is the only way they understand.
Yeah, because you see, the Ghana Premier League, as you want to settle to play a ball, the other teams will not give you the opportunity to settle to play that ball. For Sweden All Blacks, see, the 3 teams that got into the Ghana Premier League, the only team that you can watch, he has had the opportunity of watching Hawkeye United. Played against Nations. Hawkeye United led that game. Nations came back to equalize. It's only Hawkeye United that play like they can survive relegation in the Ghana Premier League.
That one is true.
If you look at 11 Wonders and you look at All Blacks, they look out of sorts. They don't know where they are. They look lost in most of the games. They got picked at premium. And you know, when you play like that, you can't play in the faces of the game and expect to get the result. You've got to be consistent for majority of the minute, of the 90 minutes.
I watched them against Gold Stars.
And
they played delightful football,
Yeah, like
controlling
they're
the
good,
game. But
the finishing,
it's not bringing any
they're one of
result.
the best strikers in the Premier League.
you've got to finish.
Rudolph.
That boy, if he did like if you put down for
But that boy did
And
Kotoko.
you see-
the boys to go score.
He scored
Mutala, you
plenty.
see, one thing about Dreams FC themselves is they are also coming out from a bad patch.
Yes.
And then last season, Dreams FC was the second best team in the second round of last season.
Yeah.
That was the reason why they went to where they finished at where they finished last season. And it is in their DNA that when they bounce back always
Well,
stronger.
They always do that.
Yes.
And when they are in the mood, they don't get
will
scared.
score you in a
They
mood.
went to Kwando, beat Heart of Lions last season when Lions were flying. They held Hearts of Folk.
They went out. Carolina United.
See,
they won
so
them,
let me
yes.
tell you, Dreams FC now, they're going to play Dreams. They should be very careful because Dreams looks like they have put their house in order.
Yeah.
And
The
they are
the
ready to go
demonstration
on
they
that
have.
run again. That good run that they can go 5, 6, 7 matches without tasting defeat. And if there is one matter that will highlight to beat the opponent, it has to be
The All Black
Sweden All
story,
Blacks.
why
The demos.
they want to survive. Their fans have missed
Like,
local
they have to.
football.
You see,
Yeah.
as for
Because
All
after
Blacks-
Charlie 16 years for Division
Yeah.
1,
See, 25.
and going back to play Division 1 will be easy.
And then you see, it's not like they don't have everything. They have every resource. See how many of the teams walks into the Premier League and are able to play at their home grounds. How many Premier League teams
many
can
of
put
them.
have get their home grounds? You get what I talk about? So to be able to have that, then it means that management, supporters, everybody's doing
They are
everything
beat.
within
So
their
it's not
powers.
on pitch
Well-
result.
And the technical team, if not be so, but Morod against Dreams there, the demonstration. will
Well,
happen.
let's see how that one goes. So, Sweden All Blacks are traveling to face Dreams FC. That game is on Sunday, also live on TV3 and on Unia TV at 3:30. But this is where we call it a wrap with the Rough Tackle podcast. You can watch future episodes on the Ghana Premier League YouTube page, and you can also follow the GPL on all socials. On Instagram, it is Ghana Premier League _. On Facebook, it is Ghana Premier League. On X, it is Ghana League, and you can also watch the matches live on adisaplus.com if you can watch it behind your TV set, and you get all that you need. My name is Mutala Yakubu. Thanks to Francis and Dela. See you for episode 12.